Hello, everybody. Before I get into the topic, I would love to share with you I changed a new home for my little Tara. Let me introduce my beautiful Tara to you all. And this is the Tara. So Tara was in a brown flower pot, and this morning I decided to give Tara a new home. Oh, water! So beautiful. Yeah, Tara. So, yeah, this Tara is sharing with you. Okay. This video is actually something I thought of sharing with the community this morning. I just thought of it. I don't have a very concrete idea of what this thing would become or how the direction would be. I really don't know, but I feel like if there is something brewing in me, it actually means there is a certain demand, I would say. Okay, so it's more on a cosmic sense rather than a business sense, like an economic sense. It's more of whatever. If I feel there's something, this is something that how I operate whenever I have an idea for a video. So that is why the videos that I post, they are actually on spot. Once I film it, I would just post it, and I don't actually plan any kind of like when to post this topic or when to post this particular discussion. It really comes as a flow, and actually it is in response to how the collective is feeling and like in need of that at the moment. So this is how I operate, and I would love to share with you all here. And the reason that I'm sharing this with you is because this morning I realized that there is something about traveling. I travel a lot, particularly last year. However, I am currently, financially speaking, I am self-sufficient. However, I don't have extra money to travel. Okay, so, and the reason that I bring this up is because I realized that there might be a certain need or certain wish that in the community, or even just a collective, okay, that maybe people want to see more of other aspects of the world, and in this way to gain more inspirations. And this is actually what the channel that I have, the contents that I've been posting, trying to bring such a message as well, like such an intent and also such a purpose, through stimulating or introducing different aspects of life in the way it could be interests, hobbies, different fields of studies, different art forms, different ideologies, to encourage interaction, to encourage worldview expansion, and to encourage mutual understanding. Because sometimes when we live in a very boxed situation, we are unable to see beyond. And one of the purposes of this channel, or say the contents that I have been posting, is trying to bring out that side of curiosity in each of us, that, oh, I never thought of it that way. I never knew there's such a thing in the world. Oh, I never knew that we can do it differently. This actually gives joy, and inspiration to our daily lives, and this is what makes life exciting. And I know that in our daily lives is not, there are a lot of things, that is not easy to cope with, be it is people or transportation or, in any way, shape or form. There are different challenges. And sometimes it can be very overwhelming. And if over time it gets so suffocating, many of us would feel like life is just so pointless and meaningless. And so that is one of the reasons that I try to redirect, or say introduce, through recommendations to different videos in the description box below, as well as talking about different kind of topics and subjects and genres of the contents. So to allow all of us to come together and discover the fun things that we can all learn about and experience in this world. Okay, so that being said, there's something I would love to ask you guys first. Even if you've just come across this channel, you just click into this video, you've never met me before, on this channel, it's okay, and I thank you for you listening up to here. You're very welcome to join this community, okay, with all of us here. It is a safe space of conscious co-creation that is based on mutual respect and mutual understanding. And here we learn from each other, be it any background that you're from. As long as you're breathing, your opinions matter. Okay, and so I had this thought, or say idea, this morning, that I love traveling, and I was actually traveling a lot, but it's just now I'm just kind of like in a state where I need to maintain a little bit. Maintain, what I mean by maintain is that it's actually a brewing state, but I realized that, I think I am ready to enter another state, which is to go out into the world again, because I traveled a lot. So now, here's the thing, what I want to suggest here, or say propose here, and I want to see how you guys feel about it, because it is a co-creation, okay? It's not that I force something onto you. And I want to listen to your feedbacks, is that, do you guys want to, what if there are places that you actually want to go to, but you just don't have that energy, or you don't have that time yet, to go to. However, you do want to learn about that place, say Japan, or Malaysia, Singapore, China, India, things like this. Or even Eastern European places, like such and such. And my intent of, if I represent you going there, would be me going there and filming, and not only, usually it would be about entertainment, or this kind of aspect, focusing on it. What I would love to deliver or represent is what this channel has been doing, like the contents, is that we're gonna browse and discover and explore different aspects of that particular place or country or town. And the selection would be voted by you guys, the community, and I would adjust or arrange that accordingly, the road. And throughout the entire journeys or trips, I would share with you all, update with you all the things that you possibly want to see, be it a museum or like a market. You know what I'm saying? Or say, because through traveling, we can all draw in so many inspirations. It could be you are someone that cooks, okay? But you haven't had the chance to go to Japan or, you know, Southeast Asia, for example, even Thailand, to see the dishes, the cuisine, the way they cook. And what's more is that it would be very interesting to get to talk to the local people, right? It could be in China to talk to the local people and to see how the system is actually currently is, you know, the food, how is it, how is the quality of life there, how are the people living, how are the different ways of business booming. So these would be things that are very fundamental and not just seeing from very polished videos. Okay, and that is what I would like to bring to this channel. If you guys do have this, you guys also show interest in this type of content. Okay, so that would be, please let me know. Please let me know in the comment section below that how do you feel about this proposal. Now, that is the proposal, right? However, I would like to also speak on the financial aspect of it. That what I would like to speak on is currently my current situation, as well as how it's gonna possibly work out. Or you can also please customize it, which is sharing your thoughts and possible ways of, you know, facilitating this entire process, or just methods. Okay, please feel free to share. You're safe to express, and I would really appreciate your feedbacks. Okay, so my current financial situation is that the thing is, I have been dedicating a lot of time on this channel, but I'm also having a lot of time to, you know, to recharge and retreat, and also, you know, stay in solitude, but also socializing, because that way I can understand more of things. So it's more of a balance. Okay, it's just me balancing. I know I can get a job very easily. But I have thought about it, and I know that is not the right thing to do for me, okay? If I were to get a job, it would be a lot of limitations for me, because my heart is not there. Like, I just know it. It would not be there. And if I just settle for money, for a job, like security, that would be a very easy way, okay? It's very easy. It's just so easy. And I then decided, okay, I don't know if you guys still remember, I posted a video on like something like I struggle with money, right? Remember that time? I think it's like a month and a half ago, like early on this year, January. At that time, actually, I had in my bank balance at that time, because I was really trying to figure out, and I don't want to jump into jobs, even though I know I can find a job. Like, I know I can land on a job very easily. It's just from my own experience, and my own confidence, I would say. And my own self-understanding regarding my skill set and also work ethics. It's something that is not hard for me to land on any kind of job, like a respectable job, like kind of a good job. However, I really pushed myself to my own limit. I just refused to find a job. like an actual full-time job, because if I actually spend time on a full-time job, I would not have time to sit with myself and also explore different issues, be it is about education, because there are so many things I see. I'm just like, wow, how can you teach the kids in this way? Like the education system and stuff, and also the food system, the agriculture, so and so, and also the mental well-being of people. So I see all of this and I'm just like, no, this is, I can't, I just can't stay in an office or whatever kind of job that fulfill my own security in a way, and I'm just like blind myself and not seeing all of this. I'm just like, nah, I'm not doing this. And I'm just like, I just can't. I have to follow my heart. I have to follow my voice. And so I decided to spend time here. Okay, dedicate my time to this channel, and it's all about the quality. And I'm not seeking for any kind of crazy substantial growth, because to me it's very important to maintain the quality and to listen, to cultivate and nurture this community. So that's why I'm taking step by step to really understand the situation. And so that's why I pushed myself to the limit, that I'm like, no, I refuse to get a job. I refuse to get a full-time job. However, I was actually really thinking back and forth. Should I get a job? Should I not? Because I was really having a hard time to understand how can I kind of, survive in a way. And at the same time being able to produce contents like this, So I was trying to find a balance, or say I was trying to find a third pathway, okay? And so what I came up with at the very last minute, and it was like, I talked to a friend about it. I was like, I really need money right now because I have certain payments to pay just to sustain my life, my basic living. And so and then we discussed a little bit, and then I was like, maybe I can tutor, because that is the quickest way to receive any kind of financial, like money. And so that's what I did. And at that time, I like my bank balance at that time, it's just like the how should I say, like during that period of time before like the day that I received my first salary, because it's weekly payment, the tutoring, I actually had, I think, around $5 in my bank account. I actually pushed myself to that far, that limit. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna give in. I'm not giving in, okay? And I'm gonna find out a way. And so I had like $5 USD, okay, in my bank account. And then I got the part-time, which is tutoring. And I would say it's a gift from God. It's a gift from God, or say from my stubbornness. From my stubbornness, like I stand my ground. I choose to stand my ground. And so I got this tutoring job, so to speak. It is very flexible, and it's just basically me tutoring a young lady, and she's in grade 10, okay? And it's very, 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 very good for me to interact with her, because I can understand how the education system is right now, and also how kids are struggling at school, okay? And from there, I can then develop different kinds of, that's why I had this live chat of learning styles, divergent and convergent thinking, because through interacting with her, I would realize, okay, she would not be able to understand this or this or this, but it's not that she's not smart. She's very smart, but she just needs method. She needs framework, models to help her to understand herself in order to learn efficiently. And that's what I learned a lot from interacting with her. And it's actually very effective to implement different ways, even though she doesn't really know it consciously, but subconsciously she's getting it. And she's also seeing the results. And I'm very, very proud of her. And so this in itself, I received the necessary basic financial support for myself in order to sustain my living. And at the same time, I learn from the interaction and to develop models and systems to assist younger generations to learn. That is my intent there. And I'm actually working on that at the same time, like alongside with the contents that I'm posting and tutoring and stuff. So yeah, so I didn't ask for much, as in I didn't ask for much from God, but I just noticed the right thing to do, and there it showed up. Okay, and now that's my current state, right? And so basically, monthly I have around, like, it fluctuates between 400 to 500 USD per month that I'm receiving right now from the tutoring. So because I also thought of, should I get another tutoring job in order to have more stability when it comes to my financial state. But I realized, no, I need to spend at this time, I need to allocate more of my time on this channel, because that's just the right thing to do. Like, I'm like, yes, like, it's not even for, it's just the right thing to do, because the world needs love right now. The world needs support. The world needs to be heard and to be seen. People need to be supported, okay? People need to be heard and seen. Much more than me sitting in an office to do whatever job that I'm being asked to. Okay, so that's why I said it would be very limiting for me. Yeah, and so that is my current state, and that is the reason that I'm sharing with you all is for transparency. Okay, now the second thing that I mentioned was as relating to the proposal, okay, is that if you guys happen to want to support me, like, basically it's like fund my trips. It could be me going to the US, you know, and meeting up, having like an event, little events, we gather together and just, you know, chat and discuss. Or even that would be one option, like one of the many ways, okay? And then another thing, and they can all happen at the same time, like all can happen, okay? It's just there are different ways. Another way would be you guys vote which kind of places, mainly about social things, okay? But also it can be social and inspiration. So to bring out the very real aspects of the society of that place, as I see it and I film it, along my journeys, along the trips, okay? It could be going to a fishing town in Japan. It could be going to interview. That is actually what I would love to do, which is to meet up with different experts, even to local people, and interview them. Like, what do you see? How do you feel? Because everyone has a different set of experiences and backgrounds, and that would shape how they view the world differently. And from that, we can get so much inspirations, because it's not a set of data that we are familiar with. And it's when we are not familiar with something, these kind of unknowns would then become the new insights for our system. So that's why I'm kind of like, what if I become What if I walk? What if I walk for all of us? What if I interview people for all of us? What if I fly for all of us at this point? Okay, at this point. So it would be, you know, it is an actual collective co-creation, because you guys chip in and fund the trips, and I would then be the one to go and deliver whatever I see directly and interview and interact or discuss with, and bring back to online here. And then we can form discussions and generating new insight and inspirations, and seeing how interesting this world can be in the name of love, peace, and harmony. And so that is it. I hope you enjoyed this video. And before I end it, I would love to link a Google form below, okay? That please write to me if you feel like it. How do you feel about this proposal that I just said? And also, if possible, maybe you can share with me what kind of thoughts you have, or what kind of places that you have in mind for the fund me trips, okay? Like things like this. And I am more than happy to listen to whatever you're going to share with me. And I'm actually very looking forward to it because I don't know how you guys feel, how you guys think about this, and I would love to hear your feedbacks. So yes, thank you for your support, patience, and your love. And thank you so much for your time of listening till here. I wish you a very, very lovely day. I love you very much. And I know you guys feel the same towards me. Yep. Okay. So I will see you in the next one. Have a great day. Bye-bye.